Boo! I think we sound good. Let me start queuing up music.
Wait, the music sounds good to me, so I'm going to launch into this. This is Irish Fox. 9 or 10 years ago, when I was around 7 or so, me and my family were out with our dogs in the Curragh, just walking dogs off their leads. Curragh being a field or plains for sheep and rabbits and fox. We were running around the big thistle bushes looking for rabbits and climbing on those big metal gate things that they use for horse races. I don't know what time of year it was. For context, when it gets dark, but it was probably around 8, maybe closer to 9 p.m. We'd been there for maybe an hour or so, and we were walking our way back. We weren't gone far, but it was far enough that it was a bit of a trek for a 7-year-old boy to track through bumpy ground. We were probably 5 minutes walk away from the gate where my dad had parked his van. I was insanely into animals at the time and knowledge around them, but when I tell you what I saw next was not a normal fox, I mean it. I've seen hundreds of foxes before and since. This thing was massive. We were walking on a grass strip between the fence beside where there were 2 big thistle thorn bushes beside us. I saw a fox appear from behind one of them and bolt right across to the other side. But it was on its hind legs the entire time. I'm not talking slow thing either. This thing bolted like a shot, and it was stood fully up like a human person. I didn't think too much of it at first, but I pointed out to my dad as it ran again. I said, "Whoa, a fox." All of a sudden, I remember us sprinting back to the van. I was scared because I didn't know what was happening. It's like when someone acts scared or freaked out, but you have no clue what's going on. So I was confused. Later in life, I asked my dad about it. He claims to not remember it, neither do my siblings. But I know for a fact that it happened. I ended up asking my mom, and she confirmed that I told her about it when I got home and explained it the same way I just wrote it out here. And she said I was 7 years old when it happened, like I was thinking. And that I said I saw a giant fox running on its hind legs from bush to bush.
Something you'd certainly remember. A big-ass fox running on 2 legs.
So it's funny, though, it kind of reminds me of the thing that my brother had seen out by his house. He still hasn't gotten it on camera, but he said he had seen it since then. But like this giant fox thing on its hind legs.
Does he have the camera up?
He does have the camera up, but he's moved it a few times, and I just think he's not either not letting it in the right spot, or he doesn't have, left it long enough.
We might have to investigate this on scene.
Yeah, might have to. Really reminded me of that, but I'm also excited about this. I was interested in this story because it was from another country. A lot of my stories are in North America and stuff, so I was like, oh, an Irish story. I read one. And so I'll definitely read this. And a slight spoiler from the rest of my stories, they're all from other countries too. They're all going to be it's an international thing for me tonight. But anyway, I really liked his recollection of it was that, he pointed it out. He was like, whoa, a fox. And then his dad freaked out immediately, grabbed him and ran. They started running. Whatever it was enough to throw him off. But
yeah.
Later they don't remember it. I mean, obviously, some people might not remember something 10 years later, like he said it was 10 years.
Yeah, but that seems like something I'd remember.
Yeah, me too.
Well, how old is he now? Hold on. How old is he now?
He's like 16 now, 16 or 17.
Maybe he's waiting until he's an adult. I don't know. But you couldn't forget something that crazy, surely.
And he said his other siblings don't remember, but they might not even seen it. They might just remember their dad running off to the van.
You think this is a chaotic moment when it happened?
I think it must have been. The way you wrote it down.
Where are they running to? They're just running away?
Yeah, running to his van. He said it's probably about a 5-minute walk from where they were at.
Would you run towards it? Come here, you son of a bitch. Run right at it? A fox on 2 legs?
No. It just seems like if it's some sort of wild animal that's rather large, I probably wouldn't run straight at it. No.
The bears do some pretty incredible stuff on their legs, back legs.
Yeah, they do. I could see that being like a thing like that, but this was in Ireland, and I don't know if they have bears.
Somebody let us know, does Ireland have bears? Anyway, though, it was small, though. It wasn't like the size of a damn bear.
No, he said it was very large for a fox. It says the largest fox he's ever seen.
Is this the one thing that you sent?
No, that is for my next story.
Okay. Oh, dude, I was about to say. Holy crap. So Luke sent me a picture for the story tonight. I have no clue what it is.
Yeah.
So I see it and I'm just like, what is this? How's this going to tie into the story this evening?
No, not that one, but yeah, the next story we'll be using that one. And
this thing is equally, I don't want to say equally because that's not true. There's not a picture for this one, but it's pretty terrifying itself. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I can see this being really something that would be perplexing for someone to think about later in life. It's like, did I actually see a really tall fox running on his hind legs?
Somebody in the chat's saying, what if it's something that's like was extinct, or we thought was extinct?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Also, there are animal spirits and stuff like that known throughout.
No bears in Ireland. The producers come back and saying,
oh, see, now that's interesting because like a small bear might kind of look like a fox in the distance to a kid or something like that, like a bear.
If you're really young, you could remember it a different way for sure.
Yeah, especially if you've seen foxes in the area.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting little story. That was a fun one to start off with. A little low stakes, but definitely kind of creepy. Like, this thing running on its hind legs. And imagining that, to me, is kind of creepy.
Big fluffy tail and everything like a fox.
Yeah. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, all right, we need to get the hell out of here. If I was like thinking like this dad, he's like, we need to get away from this thing.
Yeah. Gather up the troops and get out of there. So you're thinking, if you were the dad, let's say, and it was just you out there, you wouldn't try to get closer for a view?
If I had like a stick, something like I had a stick. Walking stick or something like that,
Well, if you don't walk with a walking stick, folks, you should start. You never know when a fox on its hind legs, it's 4 foot tall, is going to come after you.
Yeah.
I saw it, but you would, though. The point being, it's a very much safer situation without the kids. You might go about it and go try to check it out.
Yeah, if there's no kids there to worry about, yeah, maybe so.
Great story to start the night off.
Yeah, it's a fun little one.
Yeah. Do you want me to go off with mine now?
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it.
Jeff Townsend Media. CG, good night.
And the question is, do I stay here? Will you be back? Are you gonna come back? Will you be back? Are you coming back?